Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World number 4. No longer number 3, that's gone, it's history. Number 2, long forgotten. The one that came before that, we've got no idea. 2020, whatever it was called. That one, no. Train Sim World 4 is where we're at. We're going to be on the Isle of Wight, the Isle of Wight. Going to do the original line first, then do the modern one. Doing a 4-line run in each because it's not a very long line. Then we're going to play around in free roam. I'm even thinking, can we do something with the Flying Scotsman? Because that was fun, getting up the hill at the Birmingham Cross City thing. So we'll see if we can aim for that later on. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, hello! I was waving at the screen then, you couldn't see it. This going out on the YouTubes on a Saturday, some point in November. I don't know when. There's things on other days. Go and check those out. There'll be links in the description below to where you can get this. One down there to the Twitchy page where you can watch me on the Twitchy. And one to the Discord server as well. Good evening to Greg and Ethan. So yes, Isle of Wight. We will do not the 2022 one. We'll do the older one first. And then we'll do the 2022 one. If I can find the older one, the one that's the older one. Effin, yeah, I've decided to change your name. It's spelled the same, just pronounced differently. There it is. Right, timetable. Class 483. We'll go from the Pierhead to Shanklin, and then we'll change to the other one and do Shanklin to, oh no, do we go Shanklin to the Pierhead? No, we'll go Shanklin to the Pierhead, then we do the Pierhead back to Shanklin. We'll do that. It's the 17th of the Octoberness. Let's jump in. You can call me Stefan. No, because that's not how my name's spelt, is it? That was quick. Why am I looking that way? Okay. Let's get rid of track IR. We'll open some windows. Because why not? We'll turn the game audio up quite a considerable amount. We'll do that. We've got to shove a thing in the thing. And do that. That thing into the thing. Into forward. And up somewhere we've got some of the button things. Instrument lights in the on position. Can I click on that? There we go. Cab light. No, we don't want the cab light off. What else we got up here? Headlights on. And somewhere up here we got thingy lights as well, haven't we? We got lights for the saloon type thing. Or are they somewhere else? They're probably somewhere else. We don't worry about that. We don't care. We're not sat in the back. And the unlocking of the doors. There we go. Oh, that's loud. We are on an island. It's the Island of Wight. W-I-G-H-T. And apparently we're on time. So yeah, we're going to do the... There isn't any lights in the back there, is it? Am I missing a button? I feel as though there should be lights in the back thing. In the place where the peoples are.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing. South End United Tom. Now I take a wild guess here. He's from Margate, hates football, and his name's Mark. It's on the guard panel in the train. Well, that's just stupid, isn't it? Why would they be on the guard panel in the train? That's doors. That's doors. That's doors. Oh, we're not going to worry about that. There's a new map deal by the doors in the middle. What? Oh, down here. Well, this is just stupid. Hang on, we're going to be late now. There is a new map coming to the ETS2. We're probably going to wait to do it, if I'm honest, until it's in Pro Mods. Is it over here? Why are there so many buttons? The other, what do you mean the other side? I was looking the other side. There's nothing there. There are no things here. There are no buttons to do the lighty things. There are no lighty buttons. We're now late. Hang on. The one that says passenger lights on. That'll be the one. How am I? Confused. But that's normal. Right, we'll get going then. So yeah, we're going to do the run to the pier thing in this. Then we'll change to the more modern Isle of Wight one with the 484s. We'll run back and then we'll see what we can do in free roam. Because that's going to be fun. We'll see if we can pull something with something. Right, do the brakey things off. There we go. So yeah, it's not a very long one. And the route isn't. So we'll be able to do... The only thing is we're doing free roam in this. There ain't many passing points. So we can chuck a train in. But there's only going to be certain points where we can actually do any sort of overtaking. So it's not going to give us the flexibility that we've had on other runs. So that's going to be the interesting thing. Well, you say interesting. I say interesting. I just did. In fact, I said interesting. I'm actually going to be on the train that goes under the ground on Saturday. Not something this old. I said a word. Words were spoken. Right, we'll do the coasty thing. So yeah, there aren't many passing points, are there? I think it's only going to be at stations. I shall give it a little whistle. Right, do the braking. Braking is the occurring. Not enough. Oh, that's brakes. Brakes work. There's an extra one. An extra on what? Elephant. Banana. Porcupine. Hippopotamus. Need to narrow it down a bit there. Hedgehog. There's extra hedgehog in the 2022 version. We shall look out for it. Monkey. Passing point. That doesn't sound as fun as a hedgehog. We have arrived. I don't know where we are. Where are we? We're at a place. Lake. Can anyone see it? Is that it over there? It looks like there's some water over there. That could be the lake. Welcome to Animal Impressions. I'm feeling quite random. I'm in a good mood. This isn't right. It's been days now. I'm getting concerned. Locking doors. Doors are locking. Doors are locked. Stop it. Stand down. Hang on, I've got to put the brakes off. There we are. Lakes are very wet. So you reckon on the 2022 version we're going to have a passing point of passing? Can you have some of my randomness? No. Power. Sharing is caring. It is. On this version there's 2 of the passing points. On the other version there's 3. You are quite sad, really, aren't you? I knew you were, but I didn't realise it was this level of sadness. And yes, I know there's a red. You just know things. No, you're sad and a bit of an idiot. Right, we are approaching Sandown. Oh, I know I'm definitely an idiot, and I am quite sad. But I'm aware. Self-awareness, that's what separates us from the animals. And fences, normally. Oh, look, it's a passing type point. We are now arriving at Sandown. I'm looking forward to going here next year. I've been to the Isle of Wight for a number of years and have never been on the railway. So I am looking forward to doing a full line run next year. Oh, don't. Where are you going? I wanted to take a thing with the two of the trains next to each other. I'm disappointed now. People are getting off and also on at Sandown because that's the way it works. You can get off or you can get on. Locking doors. Which side? That side? They've locked. The next stop is braiding. No, we do to hair. You braid hair? When we're doing the Amtrak thing. What Amtrak thing? Oh, me actually going to America. 2 years. Well, 18 months' time. Because I didn't want to go alone. So I've got 18 months to find someone. Yeah, these are quite little. Right, 1.7 miles. Power! That's definitely quite rapid, isn't it? The accelerator is quite rapido. Can you leave Ethan in America? Sounds like an idea. Yeah, so this is going to be the only interesting bit when we do the free roam thing, is we're going to be quite limited by other trains. I'm wondering whether the whole thing will just gridlock. He said apparently twice there. Apparently. Yeah, so that's the one downside, which we had on the Cornwall one. We struggled to spawn a train in because there's always something on the track. So yeah, free roam could be interesting. Has anybody... I know nobody else has. I'm asking the question anyway. Has anybody else tried pulling the Flying Scotsman with something that isn't a shunter or a loco? No. Well, thanks for that. You lot are good, aren't you? Yeah, so this isn't even 2-track. This has got 2 platforms, but they're only using one side. So it shows the infrequency, there's a word, of the things. Trains. To be fair, who would? Well, I just, I was just curious to see if anybody had, after my request at the end of the stream last time, But as none of you bastards want to, do anything, that's fine. You just be the audience. I'll be the entertainment. That's fine. If that's the way it's going to be, fine. Be like that. Can I request a new audience, please? I am the entertainer. Was that Billy Joel song, The Entertainer? I think it was. Wait until 10:31 and 36 of the seconds. Okay. We will do that then. I should go and say hello to people. Hello, people. You now. I don't want to point this out to you in case you weren't aware. Somewhere between, I'm guessing, leaving the house this morning, because I thought you might have looked in the mirror, and at this point now, you've lost your hair. It may have fallen off. It may be on the floor somewhere, but it's not there now. Just making you aware. Anyway, lock doors. Right, 2.5 miles. Nice guy. So yeah, if you just joined, where the hell have you been? I've been here 17 minutes. We're doing the full line run from Shanklin to the Pierhead in the older version of the Isle of Wight. Then we're going to change to the newer version of the Isle of Wight and do the Pierhead back to Shanklin in the 484. Then we're going to see what mischief we can get up to in free roam. I think we are going to be quite limited by free roam. Because even at the start, hang on, now is there sidings at Shanklin? Shanklin? Franklin? Benjamin? I don't know where I was going. No. Well, that's no good, is it? So, if we spawn in a train, we can't spawn another train in because there'll be a train in the way. Hello there. Did Franklin call me? He did. We've got a date tomorrow. Does this game have London trains? It certainly does. It's got the underground one, the Bakerloo line, and it's got London Commuter, which goes Brighton to London, and it's got the Great Western Express, which goes Paddington to Reading. That goes out of London. But we're currently on the Isle of Wight and Southeastern. Yeah, so I don't know where we can start. Oh, we've done this wrong way around, didn't I? If I'd have started at the Pierhead and gone the other way, then gone back to the Pierhead, we could have spawned a train in on the other track on the Pierhead, because there's two platforms. See, I've done it the wrong way around, haven't I? There's nothing stopping me actually doing. If I do the Pierhead back to the other end, and then we just start again in free roam on the Pierhead. Or I could just go into free roam, walkie mode, and then just spawn a train in. It's going to be interesting because of the passing points as to how it's going to work from a signals point of view. Yeah, the Isle of Wight's definitely one of those retirement-y type places, isn't it? Someone at work's gone away for a week this week to the Isle of Wight. It's like, why? Hi, Skippy. There's not a lot really to do on the Isle of Wight for a week. Unless you're just going to sit in your caravan. which is a holiday. I could probably do that, in all fairness. Right, Smallbrook Junction. Isn't this the one with the steamy trains? Isn't that Smallbrook Junction? I was over there all the time when you was a kid. You still are a kid. Or, sorry, young adult. Pain in the ass. There isn't a lot to do on the Isle of Wight. Oh, well, there is that. I thought we were stopping there. That's the one with the steam trains. That one. Hang on, go via. Stop at right. So we're not... Okay. So we can't even... There's no connection between the steam train line and the normal line. Ah, so we've got double tracks here. Well, I suppose they can't get stuff under the bridges. That would be a slightly limiting factor, wouldn't it? So, ride St John's. And then we go up to the pier. So then we switch to a more modern version of the Isle of Wight. So not the 1938 stock. Hi Rogue Squadron. Yeah, so we're doing a Discord meetup on the Isle of Wight, or to the Isle of Wight next year. Going to get the hovercraft over and then do the travelling on this line and then do the steamy train. Is John related to Miles or Franklin? Father. Well, depending on how the meet-up in Manchester goes, really. I've only just recovered from the one we did in York last year. And there's more people going to Manchester. Right, we have arrived at Ryde St John's Road. Squeakily. We've got a list for the canal. I think everyone's going in the canal, basically. I think it's Crispy first, then Ethan, and then anybody else afterwards. We are now waiting to load passengers at Ryde St John's Road. Our next stop is going to be the one that isn't this and the one that isn't the pier. Ryde Esplanade, that's the one. Apart from you, who's not going to Manchester. Well, that sounds disappointing. Right, Ryde Esplanade. And then what is undoubtedly the best bit of the line. I've seen you run, Ethan. That's hilarious. Why do you use that to get thrown in? Because you're an annoying idiot. Oh no, you're... Well, actually... Well, it's very close. very squeaky, this line. So yes, so we get out of the 1938 stock. Once we've done this, we will load in the more modern version. Hang on, there's a Greg's drive-through. Really? Wow, I didn't know there was a Greg's drive-through. That's quite cool. I'll say it's almost worth a visit to Slough, but I think it'd take more than that. Educational? No, 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 no. Stupid, I think is the word you're trying to think of. It's definitely very squeaky. So at what point do they use this other line then? Because if that hasn't got access to this station, unless obviously there used to be as a platform the other side, which I'm guessing they don't use now. So I wonder why they would use it. There's no crossover or anything, unless it's just the other end. Surprisingly, there's a red signal in 700 yards. I wonder why that is. Can anybody work out why there would be a red signal? Yeah, so the hovercraft. Can't see it. Over there, where there isn't any. Behind those cabins, there's hovercraft. There isn't any there now. That's where the hovercraft come in. At the end of the lime. Are we serving fruit? We've run out of lime, everybody. Panic! Would I go to the dregs? The dregs drive-through. You went on hovercraft when you were a kid. Locking doors. The dregs drive-through, yeah. Yes, well, the old there was the big hovercraft used to go across to Calais. As one of the Portsmouth, is it Portsmouth Hovercraft Museum? That's a place to visit. Having been on the train on Southend Pier recently, this is nothing. I think it's Portsmouth, isn't it? The Hovercraft Museum? Hey, that could be a thing for that weekend. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Okay, so a needle pulling thread. We'll stop here because obviously we've got to the end of the line. Then we'll switch to the more modern version of the Isle of Wight. Yeah, Portsmouth's really interesting. Well, the plan is to do, or at least one, but maybe 2 nights down there. Sound of Music is a good film. A classic, some would say. Leon Solon. Oh yeah, it's not far. I've never been. I would like to go. So probably after Christmas I'll post details of the Easter one. Lee, nice guy. Lives on a Solent, don't you know? I went somewhere down there for someone's retirement party from a place I used to work. In a restaurant that overlooked a little like harbour-y thing. That was down that way. It was really nice. Need to get Ethan to watch The Sound of Music. Okay. Ethan, watch The Sound of Music. There you go. That's that done. He has. There you go. That's that solved. Right. So let's go back to the future. You build a time machine out of a DeLorean. Yeah, don't forget, No, I'm not going to say it. Right. Okay, so to the trains. Choose a route. Isle of Wight 2022. Timetable. Class 484. Where we're going. I see. The problem is... with the Back to the Future films, you've got to watch them one after the other, because the way the first one ends, you've then got to watch the second one straight away, and the way the second one ends, you've got to watch the third one straight away. That's a good winter's sort of Sunday, really, isn't it? Just spend a few hours just sat vegging in front of the TV. Right, so now we're going to do Ride Pierhead back to Shanklin. And then we're going to play around in free roam. So now, more modern train, the 484s that are running on here now. So, fling my thing, shove my thing into the forward type position only. Unlock doors. We got some sort of... any sort of lighting type thing, or do we just not bother with that? What's up here? Headlights are on day. We're all good. Back to the Future is my favourite film ever. So yes, 484 now. So what I'd like to do is see if we can get a train in that other bay. I want to see if it'll let me. So when we do free roam to make the return, we'll see if it will let me put something in that other bay over there. And we're single hand operation this time. Why is it now in feet? 1,992 feet. It's just not quite the same, is it? It just hasn't got the same feel to it as the older ones. Yeah, I wonder if it will let me put a train down that other track. I wonder if it's actually modelled. We'll find out. Tomorrow night, by the way, Wand Waving Wednesday. Back with some Hogwarts Legacy. Carrying on from where we had to deliver some invisibility potion. That's tomorrow. Thursday night, we got some OMSI 2. Doing some driving for the bus company. Friday night, quiz. We're doing the quiz that we did the other week. 7 contestants so far. So that's going to be an interesting one. Not here on Saturday because I'm in that there London. But we're back on Sunday afternoon then with the farm. And if it's anything like last Sunday, which was extremely random, it could be a very random one on the farm. Right, we have arrived. So yeah, so when we get to the other end, we're just going to jump into free roam and see what mischief we can get up to. Derek will not be on the farm next Sunday. Okay. Have you filled out a holiday request form? Right, locking doors. Why is it suddenly in feet? 3,366 feet. No one knows how far that is. Sunday's farm was hilarious. So yes, we do use this other track over here on the way down, so it obviously gives you an opportunity to pass the train coming back the other way. And we use the other tunnel, which is quite tunnely as tunnels go. It's very tunnel-like. It's a very odd sense of, like, I can't see where I'm going. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Well, is it in a tunnel? There is no light in tunnels. Unless there's lights in the tunnels, then there's light. If there's no light in the tunnels, there's no light. If there's light in the tunnels, there's light. Therefore, it's a light tunnel. Sometimes it can be a dark tunnel. Sometimes it's a light and dark tunnel. If there's light in some places but dark in other places, it could be a dark tunnel, then a light tunnel. Or it could be a light tunnel, then a dark tunnel. The lights could be there. I know I'm not repeating that. No, it's got lights. There are lights. But that's the only tunnel we go through on the whole thing. So I think, you know, he didn't catch it all. A bit like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Right, we are now arriving at Ryde St John's Road, platform number 2. Which is heading in this direction. We have arrived. Now, we said this last time we did this. They haven't got many of these units, have they? There's 2 there. There's 1 here. That's 3. I can count. There aren't many of them. 5. So there's 2 missing. Has someone stolen them? Or are we going to see another one on the route? Are we going to be passed by one? Can we account for all 5? Now, is it the same train that they've modelled? This is number 2. Are they... I mean, I'm going to... Hang on. I'm going to have to go and have a look now, aren't I? Hang on. Bear with me. Number 1. Number 3. Okay. I'll let them off. It's certainly safe. When this was the 5th unit suddenly delivered. So we got 1, 3, 2. So it means we're going to see 4 somewhere on the route then. 4 and 5. One of our trains is missing. Oh, we're still early. Okay. So I reckon down there. I was pointing. Look, I'm pointing. Down. Well, where I'm pointing, look. Down there is where the other train is. There, you know, where I'm pointing. Can I put webcam on? No, because it's not plugged in. Braiding is next. Dylan controller. Do you control all Dylans? Is that what you do? Is that your job? What do you do for a living? I'm a Dylan controller. We've had a couple of Dylans in the community. Hello, my name's Dylan. There's many tracks here. So 3.2 miles to Brading. A VATSIM controller. Well, your name's wrong then, isn't it? Your name should be VATSIM controller, not Dylan controller. You could control fat Dylans. The last one we had was a little bit. Right, so the question is then, oh, look at you with Thwens. Everyone I know is on here. Do we, and I mean do we, we could. I'm still thinking, hang on. Yeah, do we put on another underground train, so say the 1972 stock, and do a run back to the pier, and then see if it will let us spawn something in on the other end of the pier? Or do we carry on in free roam until we get to a point where we can spawn another train in? Or do we just go in on foot and spawn a train in? There are many decisions. Things need to be thinged. Things need to be done. Do you want us to answer them? Well, I'm just talking out loud. That's what I do mainly, because no one ever listens to me. The only person I have a conversation with during my day is Ethan. So that shows my level of, like, mental tiredness. Greg goes for option 3. Insanity. Something like that. Second option. I can't remember what that was. One was do the 72 stock. One was drive a train to a point where we can spawn one in. And one was just go into the on-foot mode. That. Well, I've just said all 3, you donut. Oh, God. If you'd like to replace Ethan in the community, just please do. Yeah, it depends on how far out of Shanklin that is, though. Cashier number 2, please. So 4,400 of the foots until we get to the place. 2 stops. We've got to go that far before we get a passing point. I suppose it is all single track, isn't it? Look at me being all horny. Oh, it's a pain because I really would just want to spawn something else, but I don't know if even if at the other end it will let me. Ah, track change here. This is one of the passing points then. Oh, that's lots of speeding. Thing is, somewhere down here is another train as well. And there it is. Coming the other way. I know it's a red light. I've stopped. I can see it's a red light. I'm not as stupid as you look. Right, in comes a train the other way. What number is it? 4. Fair play. They have given them all their unique numbers. I wonder if... Now, there's something we could try. I wonder if those ones that are parked in the thing, whether they're actually fully modelled. So I wonder if you can get in them and power them up. So what would happen if we suddenly, because there's two trains on this line, isn't there? And that's it, just two going up and down. If all of a sudden we got in one of those and shoved the third one on, would that just break the system? We'd be sat at a red light a lot. But I suppose it's designed to run in peak times. They must put more than 2 on at a time. And we have no window to open. God, if you have a curry the night before, you're going to be stuck in here with it, aren't you? That wouldn't be a pleasant experience. Right, lock the doors. If I spawn one now, what number will it be? That's interesting. Yeah, if I spawned one of these, which number would it be? I'm guessing a duplicate. That is interesting. Could be 5. I want to try and see if we can get in one of those. Excuse me. So what do? Do we just do the return journey in this back to that? I don't know now. So I really want to spawn something else in at the other end. We've got to try it, haven't we? We've got to see if they're actually fully working. Because that'll be 3 trains on the track. Problem is, we'll have to go back, get in one of those trains, but that's going to be facing this way. Although I suppose we could take it to the next station down, turn it around, and then take it back up to the pier head. Yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, but it's whether we can set a path to it. We should be able to, shouldn't we? You are quite sad, Ethan. I am definitely understanding this. Right, so Sandown is next. God, you are going to be a right little saddo when we get you on this line, aren't you? Yes, we've got a passing point here, which is fine. Yeah, I'm gutted I never got to go on it when the 1938 stock was still on it. I do feel sorry for your mother sometimes, I really do. Right, is the end of the line next? What comes after Sandown? I definitely prefer the older trains as well. The 1938 stock. Wait until 8:05. Fine. I'll put the lights on. They're probably in a stupid place as well. Good morning. Oh, I've hit you on the... Okay, that's fine. Very cosy there, aren't you? Is that where you put disabled passengers? Is a bit crawl in it? Sticking them up there? Please give up this space for a wheelchair user. Are you supposed to get it up there? It seems a bit ridiculous. I need to give that some more thought. Exactly. Putting disabled passengers on the luggage rack, that's just cruel. Stick Crispy there. No, you stick Crispy on the outside of the train. Wait another 5 seconds. Locking doors. Space next to it is wheelchair space. Well, that makes more sense. Why didn't they label it that way? Why did they put the wheelchair sticker on the luggage rack? That's stupid. Oh no, we got Lake first. Emerson and Palmer aren't there. Did one of them die? I think one of them died. Oh, that's speeding. Can we put Ethan on the luggage rack? He'd probably fit on the racks up the top where you put your bags. I remember when I were a lad going across to Jersey from, I don't know if it was either Weymouth or might have been Portsmouth, on a ship called the Earl Granville. It was rough seas. I've just got very vague memories of, it was an overnight sailing, so it must have been Jersey, and I remember someone taking the seat cushions off of some seats, putting them on a luggage rack, and then I slept on the seat cushions on the luggage rack. I was probably 10 or 11. Right, so you've got 2,300 feet to go to Lake. It does look nice, this map. It's a brilliant route. And I sort of see why they've done it as two separate ones. You've got the old Isle of Wight and you've got the new Isle of Wight, because they had to raise all the platforms up. Was there jiggling? Jiggle a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now arriving at Lake, where most of the, oh no, all of the train is in the platform. Very wide platform here. Get Derek on here, I get past. It'd be a bottleneck. Oh, people are getting on and off though. And I think we should be roughly on time. Actually, slightly disappointing. Wait until 8:08:53. Okay. What's next? Shanklin. Locking doors. Doors are locking. Was Gladys on the boat? There may have been someone called Gladys. Shanklin is indeed next. Right, so we've got to go back there and find out if we can get in one of those other units. We've got to make our way back there. It's a pain because this is all single track, so we can't... Hang on, was that double? Was that... Oh, single, isn't it? So you've got to go all the way back to the one before this before we can actually... So I reckon... Oh, I don't know now. If we just come in free roam, if I don't get in the drivey seat, that's what it's called, will the AI just leave on time? Or will I... I'm just thinking now, if we just spawn back in and I don't drive the train, will the AI leave and then I could spawn a train in after it's gone? Depends on where the block is though. Stokey. There's no signal here. So the signal's going to be back the other side of that last station. This is an interesting one. So, do I... No, we're going to have to come back in free roam, either way. I can either then get on as a passenger, go to a point where we can spawn another train in. Right, let's see what happens. We'll return to free roam. Okay. So 8:15, we've got 4 minutes. So if I get out of here, world's slowest doors. So what happens at 8:15 if I don't drive this train? Will the AI just take over? That's going to be the question. Let's have a look at the track first. Okay, so this is where we are. So the first point where we've got double track is down here. So we could spawn another train in there. Might be able to spawn one in there and then join the line here. That's not a bad idea. So then we can carry on down. So double track there. And it carries on. Well, where's that go? Oh, it's the steam train, which isn't joined up. Double track here, so that's fine. This is where, there you go, that's where those other units are. So we're going to go and try and nick one of those. And we'll have to come up here and then go back again. That's alright. And then I want to see if it will let us go into, which it should do actually looking at this, the other platform up on the pier. When it says, do you want to give up control? Click yes. What if I don't want to? I might not want to give up control. I might want to be in control. Can we actually go, what's in the, is there anything in the thing? Yep, excuse me. Can I just, thank you. No, we can't go anywhere. Right ahead. Calling at Lake Sandown, braiding Ride St. John's, formed of 2 coaches. Good to know. Right. 8. So it's only got 30 seconds. I'm almost intrigued now. I've never done this. I'm intrigued now to see what happens. And then, well, when it lets me spawn something in, what do we spawn in? I'm always tempted to spawn one of these in to see what number it gives it. Because someone did say that earlier. It's not doing anything. Oh, hang on. Lights have changed. There we go. So it must give you a few seconds to... Well, it's done it automatically. It hasn't popped up with a message yet. I haven't done a thing. I'm not getting on. It's not going to do it, is it? Oh. The train's being stubborn. It's like, what are you doing? It doesn't want to... It's thinking about it. What if I just run away up here? Sometimes if you get too far away, it asks if you want to give up. There we go. Oh no, it's a yacht. I've collected a yacht hat. What the hell is a yacht hat? Right, let's just run up here. And it might say, do you want to give up control? At this rate, we can just run to lake. It's still not. It's like race the train. I actually had an idea for something like that earlier today. Right, so now it's still not giving up control. Okay, it looks like we're going to run to braiding. It's not time to depart yet. Oh yeah, 8:18. Oh, you donut. Hang on, we're going to run back. Oh, yeah. No, okay, I'll run back again. Bear with me. It's normally... You get a certain distance from the train and it says, do you want to give up control? At this rate, we are going to get to Lake before it asks me... What happens if it doesn't? We're just going to jam the whole system up. Try stopping and waiting. For what? Christmas? I think. Okay, this is definitely bizarre now. Well, at this rate, I'm going to get to Lake, aren't I? And see what it does. No, I've normally had it. If you've been too far away from your... Oh, you think it's because I'm not idle? So I'm not just stood around? I can't move. There's someone trespassing on the line. Well, we may as well get all the way to Lake now. Because it's only just down here. And see if it will relinquish control. Why am I working on the line? Well, I wanted the AI to take over the train that I took to Shanklin, but it hasn't. So I thought if I moved enough away from it that it might have like taken over the train. That hasn't happened. So I'm now running to the next station to see if I wait there, whether the AI will then take over the train and bring it to me. Because I want to go back to where the other trains are parked and see if I can steal one. Right, well, here's Lake. Why is there a dinosaur? Okay. And a hat. Okay. Right. Well, let's stand here then and see if it just thinks I've gone idle. Because the train's back there. If not, I'll see if it'll let me spawn a train in here. I don't think it will, because it's the same... Yeah, train's still there. We're now here. I don't think it will let me spawn a train in because of the fact that there's something already on the line. If I can find what they are. Yes, you're literally watching me waiting for a train. That's how... I don't know who's, you know, what that says about me or what that says about you. Wait, 110 seconds idle. Really? Okay. Hang on, I would if I can get up. I've fallen. Right, fine. Right, talk amongst yourselves then. You've got to wait here for 110 seconds. While we're doing that, streams coming up the rest of this week then. Tomorrow night is Wand Waving Wednesday. Back doing some wand waving in Hogwarts Legacy. Thursday night, we're back in the bus company doing some routes in OMSI 2. Hopefully not back in London, because I did London last time. Friday night, really looking forward to Friday night. We've got the quiz, party quiz, which based on last time when we did it, is going to be madness. We had a round last time called Guess the Porn Star. Yeah, so we don't know if we're going to get that again this Friday. Not here on Saturday this week because I'm in that there London. I don't know what time I'm going to get home. But we'll be here on Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm, doing some of the farming thing. I may even do an additional Sunday night stream because I wasn't here Saturday. We will see. And then back next week with more things. So lots of stuff to come. And don't forget, if you're at home over Christmas, it's not very long away now, is it? 2 months? I will be here all over Christmas, twice a day, including every lunchtime will be Train Sim World 4, trying to get the Pacer, because that's coming, up the country. So starting off in West Cornwall local, I'm working our way up the country and all the routes in the UK with the Pacer, doing a full line run. That is the plan for over Christmas. So that'll be lunchtimes, and then the evenings we'll have a whole week of doing multiplayer stuff in the evenings. So I will be here Christmas Day, I will be here Boxing Day, Christmas Eve. Still trying to come up with plans for New Year's Eve, but we'll be here doing something. There's only so much I can just stand still and waffle for. That's been longer than 110 seconds, I'm sure it has. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem to be working. I haven't moved the mouse, I haven't touched anything for over 110 seconds. I reckon we should blame Ethan, personally. Well, no, because it would say, do you want to give up control? It's still down there. Have I got to run back now and take over the bloody thing? I didn't actually see, did I? If I could spawn something in. Hang on, let's try it. I don't think it'll let me. No, because it's in the block. So I can't spawn anything in because there's a train in the block. Right, so what are my options? Have I got to run back down there now? Has this turned into me running simulator? Okay. Can you manually give up the train? No, I don't think you can. If I could have spawned another train in and then sat in the seat, then yes, it would have allowed me to give up control. Nothing's going to come the other way because we've got a train down here. So my only option now is to run back to Shanklin, get in that train and take it over. Definitely blaming Ethan. Running on the third rail, probably not the best idea. But we'll continue to run back down, it's fine. It's good exercise, getting our steps in. If now, that's been 10 minutes now from when it departed, when it should have departed. And here we are, having 10 minutes of watching Steve run up and down a track. We had this the other day in Cornwall. I had to run for a period of time. "15 miles an hour." Yeah, but we're not quite covering that. So yeah, you can definitely see where this used to be double track. Run, 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 run. Oh, we can't be that far from it now, surely. Passengers sat on that train are thinking, shouldn't we have left here like, 12 minutes ago? Where's the driver gone? Oh, sorry, I'm running off down the track. Sorry, what? Oh, I see something in the distance. I've never had this before where I'm sure normally you get too far from the train, because even I've been running around stations where you get out of a train, it says, do you want to give up control? And I'm about to go, no. So whether that just isn't implemented in this or something. Right, here we are. We're back again. I see a train. Hang on, the lights are off now. Oh, really? Oh, no, they're not. They're on. Okay. Hello, Till. Oh, God. Okay. Hang on. It's not letting me. It's not letting me. I can't put the master key on. Okay. Yeah, no, don't come here with your logic. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. So what you're saying is this could be my fault. No, it's not letting me take the key out of this either. Yes, it is. Hang on. I'm wondering... what happens now? I'm just going to drive it. Sod it. Otherwise, we'll be here for days waiting again. Yeah, I reckon if I'd have shut down that cab, the AI would have taken over properly. But because I didn't shut it down, it couldn't. So I think it might have been a bit of a me issue there. I think if this had have been set up to go this way, I would have been fine. So you reckon just not stop? Yeah, but we're like 16 minutes late. Well, I can't because it's the signal block. It won't let me spawn something in because I'm in the same block of signals. There's no red. There's been no light between when we left that station and the other side of this. Now I'm gonna stop here. We've been here before. So what? I won't stop here. Mainly because I couldn't stop there. Right, so there's double track in there at Sandown. But I reckon there'll be a train waiting coming the other way. Well, there should be, because it's been like 15 minutes. Have I just ballsed up the whole train system now? Yeah, there you go. Train waiting coming the other way. That's the first place it could wait. So those poor passengers are like 15 minutes late. I wonder... Right, I'm going to try something. This can only go well. Will it let me spawn something here? Yes. Right. Okay, so we're there, and we want to set a path. To there. Right, that one's gone. Yeah, the AI's taken over the other train. So now we got to wait for the red. Which could be a while. See, this is the enjoyment of free roam. Hang on. Is that actually set? Ow, bugger. No, that's going to take me down there. And then down there. Well, that's not going to work, is it? But we haven't got a lever. How am I supposed to spawn at the platform? Fine. I can't get... Okay. Some really confused passengers here now. Right, let's set that again. Set path. To there. We still got a red because that train in front of us. So what we can do is we're going to get to there. We're going to try and nick one of the trains that's in that siding thing. Of course I was in forward. How stupid do you think I am? That didn't seem healthy, did it? There we go. It's fine. I'm a master at this. I'm an expert. An expert at something. And yes, this is a Class 150 on the Isle of Wight if you just joined. There is a plan. Yeah, we're not going as far as the tunnel. We're stopping before then and going to steal another train. Oh no, I can talk crap for longer than that, as you're going to find out on Saturday. I'll talk crap for about the 8 hours I'm probably with you on Saturday. Right, so we've got 4.2 miles to where we're going to stop. So now there's 2 trains on the line, one behind me, one in front of me, that are both timetabled. When we stop at Ryde St John's Road, we're then going to go and nick another train and put that on the line and try and get that up to the pier head. When we've done that, we'll see if we can spawn something else in at the pier head. I love free roam. I think free roam's been my biggest thing with this. Just the fun you can have with it. I really hope they continue to develop it and allow you to actually do a proper timetabled. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. The HSTs are really good in this. The IET, not so good. Okay, so we've got a red here. So we're waiting for a train in front of us. What happens if we they're like, I'm not, it's actually, see, look, it's actually not bad, look, not a bad gap to the platform, it's the right height. See, they should use Class 150s. Fine, no one wants to get on. Tube trains are cooler. No. So there's a train in front of us then. There. That's what we're waiting on. So once that gets to here, we should be good. And we've also got a train behind us, don't forget. And the plan is to go and nick the other 484, or one of the other 484s, and try and get it to the end of the pier. .2 miles in any other train journey isn't very long. 3.2 miles on this, it seems like a long way away. This is a Class 150 that shouldn't be on the Isle of Wight because it's, well, diesel and too big. It won't fit through the tunnels. Alright, 3 miles. So we're going to have to despawn this. And then we'll take one of the other trains out when it'll let us and turn it around. That's going to be the interesting thing. And I want to get it to the other platform at the end of the pier. Quite a cool shot. That's going to confuse people in the thumbnail. Hang on, he said Isle of Wight. It's a Class 150. The question is then, what have we done recently? We've done London Commuter, we've done Great Western Express, we've done Birmingham Cross City, done the Isle of Wight. We could try the Scotland one, the Edinburgh to Glasgow. We could try that next time. South East and East Coastway. Yeah, we did those recently though, didn't we? I really should do a spreadsheet of when I've done what routes. Oh no, I suppose I haven't. Northern Transpennine. I think that's got the 101 and stuff on it. So I like doing a full line run in the train that should come with the route, so that people that haven't seen the route at least know what you get. And then we have a fiddle around in free roam. I am intrigued to find out, now that we can hopefully steal one of these trains parked up. I'm intrigued to see on like some of the other routes where you've got like trains just sat there idling away. I'm now interested to see what happens if you just go and steal one of those. Hi Trent. Because one of those freight locos sat in the siding somewhere. What happens if you just go and jump in one of those and take it over? Right, so you've got 7,000 feet to go to Ride St John's. How is one? One is good. Very good, in fact. Right, we've got 30 coming up down here. So you have to despawn this. Because otherwise this is going to cause... well, it probably cause us problems actually. The only pain is because we've got to come out and then go back again. We're going to have to do the whole shutting down the cab thing, which that went so well for me earlier. I almost want to try that again. I won't do it tonight. To see if I had have shut that cab down, then went back into free roam, whether it would have just taken over and sold it off. I got a feeling it probably would have done. Right, 2,000 feet. And then we'll steal it. Well, we won't steal a train. We'll take a train that we shouldn't take. Which I suppose technically is stealing a train. We've got a red anyway. So how far down have we got to go? We've got to go quite a way down. So we're going to go and try and see if we can jump in one of those over there. Okay. So let's get out of the seat. Delete the train. And we're going over here. Perfectly safe. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Let's see if it'll let me. Oh, we're good so far. Oh, that's a good sign. Okay. Well, it's alive. Okay. Reversing forward. Okay. Right. So we want to set path. It's got to be here then, isn't it? There. Down there. Okay. Well, it's working so far. Why is it giving me a red? I wonder if it's that train. It's either one that's coming down behind us then, or there's one coming the other way. Let's have a look at the map. I'm just going to have a look and see where the other one is. I think contact the signal, you reckon? Proceed at restricted speed. Okay. Right, so we've got to get this whole thing back beyond those signals. Signals, points. Right, so now what you want to do is put that into off. Take the key out. Go and walk down the other end of the train. Shove my key in. That into forward. Okay. So there, set path. And now we want to go all the way to the end, but I want to see if it will let me go into that one. Oh, damn it, it won't. Okay. That's fine. Right, so now we're an extra train on the route. So we shouldn't be here. There's now 3 trains on this line. One behind us, one in front of us. So yeah, there isn't a path then to the one. Oh, that's a pain because I was hoping to spawn something else in when we got to the other end in this. Right, we must be waiting for the other train to come back down then. But it's double line. Why is it stopping us? Interesting. What's beyond us then? Unless it's only using one side of the... Oh, here's the train there. Ah, yeah, that's just leaving the next station. So it's not letting us use that other track. Yeah, we're only using half of the double track. That's why. So I've got to wait now for that to come all the way down. Ooh. Hang on. How's it going to get to me? It must... No, it's got to use the other side then, because it comes on the other platform. Oh, yeah, there we go. So have I now got the... Yes, I have. I was getting confused. So we're going to pass that other train. You're definitely not as stupid as you look, are you, Ethan? I do love the fact in this you can just shove another train into the timetable and it will just work itself out around you. I stand. You did? Right, so there's the other train coming the other way. How am I? I'm good. I don't know how chat is. They're mainly all idiots. So they're probably all just sat there rocking backwards and forwards, dribbling. Right, I'm going to try my experiment again. How do you know you're on webcam? It's what everyone's doing. You've probably never read GQ magazine. FHM, maybe. So if we get to the other end of this, and I don't know, because this isn't on a timetable, is it? Oh, damn it. I'm not a timetable run. So if I got on the other end of this and just got out, it's just going to sit there. Damn it. I was thinking I could then test the theory of whether the AI would just take over, but it won't. We managed to get 3 trains on the island without causing too much confusion. The hovercraft's in now. Both of them are. Yeah, so I can't get the AI to take over this train. So my only option is at the other end is to despawn it, put something else in. Thing is, you're restricted as well as to what you can put on here because of the length. I'm gutted you can't use that other track. I wonder if it will let me. It won't, will it? 'Cause there's no way onto it. No, it's not even letting you get onto that track. You really have too much time on your hands, Ethan. Should be watching Doctor Who. Right, objective complete. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. I can't. I only watched the first episode. And then got distracted by other things. Yeah, it won't. I can't get to this other track. So what I need to do is I need to despawn this. Let's see what I can fit in here. What's going to be interesting? Well, you can't. Problem is, it's that it won't let you put long stuff in because of the length. It's too long. And potentially now is another. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Oh, balls. Hang on. Okay. That's a thing. Look at the length. Hang on, is the webcam on? Well, that's got to be the thumbnail, hasn't it? Right, let's set our path. And we've got to really, haven't we? Shanklin. Can we get this thing all the way to Shanklin? Well, it's moving. Don't forget, there's also those two other... Jesus Christ, look at the length of it. Yeah, the tunnel's good. We just won't look when we go through the tunnel. This is enough reason to get Train Sim World 4. The fun you can have with free roam, just spawning in random trains. It's give me the path though. Oh, just go. It'll derail if I went full beans. Don't forget there are other trains on the route, so it's going to give me signals. And you've got reds to contend with. As soon as you pass a red, that'll be it. Right, don't look at the tunnel. Actually, I reckon that fitted. I reckon that was absolutely fine. Yeah, speed's fine. That's what he said, though. Come on, give me an external view. Come on. I can't even go to an external view. The train's still in the tunnel. Come on. There we go. That is quite cool. It's going to be the interesting one is going to be when we get to Shanklin. It's going to be how far out of the station it is. And when... Hang on. So there's two trains down here, isn't there? So there's two trains in front of us. They're both down this end. So we're going to pass both of them. Oh yeah, there's two there. What, is that because of the time of day? It's gone 9 AM. So they're just running one now. It just seems really weird. So yes, if you have just joined, this is a HST on the Isle of Wight. because why not? That's why I think it's a real shame to have, well, any train really on a heritage line where it only do 40 miles an hour. That noise. And then idle again. Right, 5 miles to Shanklin. I'm interested to see how much of this train's sticking out the back of the station. Problem is, if that other train is down here, there's only like a couple of places now where we can actually pass it. That's definitely quite lengthy. So that's only 5 miles because you're not going that fast. It's like, this may take a while. I'm really looking forward to going on this line. I've never been on the Isle of Wight line. It's going to be awesome for me to go on a line that I've done in Train Sim World. So I'm really looking forward to it next year. I'm now wondering when we're going to see that other train. At some point in the next 4 miles. Unless it's behind us. It can't be. It can't be behind us. So it's got to be this side. The thing is, I almost wanted to watch then, because the train that finished at 9 o'clock, quite sadly, I think it would have been quite interesting to see what the AI did. Whether it just pass it into that platform, you know, does it go into the station first, unload passengers, then reverse back out and go back in? I'm almost curious now to see what it does. I won't do it, but I'm curious. Well, no, it shouldn't just despawn the AI. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Loads of room. Yeah, tunnel's fine. Why is it bringing me this side? That's interesting. I suppose we're not stopping. So it brought me round. I'm definitely curious to see where that other train is now. Because we know what the run was from Lake. Oh, we got a green. Okay, where did it go then? Can you imagine this on some of those twisty mountain ones, like up in the Alps, just sticking a HST on them? Ah, no, we got a red. Okay, I reckon I might have found our AI. It's probably sat waiting. I'll do a slowy down thing then. So we got a green, and then straight after it we got the red. Although, if we're waiting on a train coming the other way, I was about to say, is it not going to be able to because of the length of us? We're going to be stuck so far beyond the signal. Because yeah, it's still single track. I reckon it's going to... no, because if that's on the other platform, it won't go, but it won't stop us leaving. In theory. We'd only have the red though if it's if we're waiting for it to come back. If it's down at Shanklin. Otherwise, surely we'd have the green, wouldn't we? It would wait. Thousand feet. Yeah, so we got to wait for it to come into that other platform before we can go anywhere. But we're going to be beyond the points. It's raining now. That shouldn't stop it coming in, hopefully. It's going to be... That's got a red there. We got a red here. Question is though, is the train down there? Where are you, train? Okay, look on the map. That's where we are. Yeah, there we go. So it's just leaving. So it's just leaving Shanklin. The passengers waiting to own umbrellas. They do, and they normally put them up. Obviously not rainy enough for them. Alright, so we got to wait for that train coming the other way to come through. Oh, proper slam door. Grab a coffee. Ow. 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 How can we not? Oh, okay. Oh, shut. I really missed going on a train and then walking up to the buffet car and grabbing a drink and a sandwich and whatever. It was always such a cool thing to do. Never travelled in first class on a train. That might be a thing one day. Hello. Still. Oh, it's there. Oh, God, he walked out the other side. Right. Yeah, so it's waiting for this train to come down, and once we make it to Shanklin, we will end. But it's got to stop at Lake first, isn't it? No, is the answer. The Isle of Wight just gives you Shanklin to the pier. About 26 minutes overall. And don't forget, there's two versions of the Isle of Wight. It's a brilliant route, really is. But because it's realistic, that's all there is. So there's the older version, which comes at a 1938 stock. And there's the Isle of Wight 2022, which comes at a 2022 stock, which is a 484, where they've now upgraded the tracks and upgraded the stations. This being the new one because they've raised the height of the platforms. So we're now just waiting for a train to come down so we can get the green to go. It doesn't come with the HST. I've just put this on here just for the lols. We travelled on first class to London, 80 quid. I'm going to London on Saturday on the train. It's only 50 minutes, not worth going first class. If I was doing a long journey, I would. Maybe when I go to Penzance one day. The route's on console, yeah, I'm on PC, but the route is on console. Come on. We are waiting for a train to come the other way. So yeah, I've been in a timetable mode basically, and I've spawned a train in this one, which shoves you into the timetable. So although I've set my destination as Shanklin, because there's a train on timetable, I've got to wait for it to come past me before it then give me the green light to go. And because it's all single track down to Shanklin, I can't go anywhere. It shouldn't be too far away now. If we look on the map. Oh, there it is. Just about to come round the bend. Well, mainly they're end-to-end routes. But depending on what sort of thing you like, I like UK stuff. So Southeastern High Speed's good because you've got the high-speed section and non-high speed section. London Commuter's good, although it's just London to Brighton. Bakerloo line is just Bakerloo. Great Western Express is just Paddington to Reading. The Glossop line's quite good because it goes in a little bit of a V at the top. So not really many destinations. They're generally all around two, like at a start point and an end point. But having this free roam ability now in Train Sim World 4, it does make it more interesting. Oh God, when I used to get the trains from here to New Street, it was ridiculous. You used to get on and I used to just sit or stand. Right, there we go, we got the green. Coming into those tunnels into New Street on like a Friday night as I used to. Right, all the way then to Shanklin. So it's single track now. They're expensive because of the level of detail. And yes, still here. There can be some deals though. Look on CD keys. There can be really good deals on CD keys. There was a Humble Bundle offer a few months ago. But don't forget, if you own Train Sim World, well, no, you've got to own Train Sim World 3 and the Route Train Sim World 3. My suggestion, being honest, if you can find Train Sim World 3 cheap, buy Train Sim World 3 and buy the routes for Train Sim World 3. Eventually then, when you can find Train Sim World 4 cheap, get Train Sim World 4, all the routes you own in Train Sim World 3 will then move across to Train Sim World 4. Right, so there's Lake. That's the place we ran to earlier. Right, and towards Shanklin we go. In a HST. I'm not with me, I'm with the Woolwich. It isn't a very rapid wiper, is it? Thing is that the speed of this line doesn't bother me. Yeah, I think next week we might actually do East Coast Way because there's a couple of different routes on that, isn't there? So maybe we'll do East Coast Way. So we'll do 4-line run, and then we'll have a muck around with some free foam, free roam even. Yeah, the average is an hour. Just over an hour on some. That's your average length, is an hour. This is shorter because in reality it's only a 27-minute route. They can't make it longer. It's like London to Brighton's an hour. The one in the new American one is 2 hours 20 minutes, whatever it was. but that's quite slow going. I've got to say that's a route that I will probably never ever do again. Done it once, that's it. Right, we have arrived at Shanklin. In the HST. Right, we've got to go and see how far outside the station the train is then, haven't we? Okay. That's not as bad as I thought. We can sort of see the thing. Right, before we end, which we will do shortly, let's... someone said what I'd be inclined to do was nail it. So let's do that. Have I not? Hang on. Did I not shut it down right at the other end? Stupid. Don't do that. Where are you going? Thank you. I was wondering if I can just go in reverse. No. Balls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is set up right, isn't it? Brakes are running. Hang on, is it excited to brake on this end? Okay, we'll give it one more go and then I'll give up. Meatballs, indeed. Oggy, thanks so much for the follow. Right. Well, providing it does actually go. It probably won't now. So brakes off at that end. Let's climb up there. Alright, shove my thing in the thing. Forward. Brakes off this end. Nothing. Right, fine. That's the way you want to be. Fine. be like that. See if I care. Right. Let's go. Right, give it the beans. I'm not touching the throttle. I'm not touching the brake. We'll just see what happens. Right, throttle's on max. I've got my thing yanked all the way back. Yeah, but the red's in 7,900 feet. Nice guy, Max. Yeah. We got a date on Thursday. So we're either going to hit the red or we're going to derail. That's pretty rapid. Typically, the quickest we've been all night is in a 166. Not in service. Not surprised. There's our yellow. Oh God, this feels quick. There's our red. Ah, there we go. It ended with a red. Path? No, it's a red light. Red wins. Place your bets. There we go. More fun with flags. No. That's a reference only a few people would get. More fun with trains next Tuesday. I should have set the path, really. Yeah, only a few people will get that reference. Yeah, more trains next Tuesday. Next stream, though, back tomorrow night, Wand Waving Wednesday, where hopefully we don't encounter too many spiders like we did last week. That's in Hogwarts Legacy. Thursday we'll be here in Omsey doing something. I have the deluxe edition. I have every single route available for Train Sim World 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever. So yes, all the routes are there. It does make it a lot better when you've got all the routes to choose from. So yeah, Wand Waving Wednesday tomorrow, Omsey 2 on Thursday. Friday night, we've got quiz night, doing party quiz. Not here on Saturday because I'm out for the day, but we'll be here on Sunday lunchtime then, back on the farm, and then more madness next week. So there we go. Thanks to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. It has been most enjoyable. And to these people as well, which could include you lot, may not. People might have gone. To Oggy and Southend fan, thanks so much for the follow, and the moderation team, thanks for doing sod all as normal. One didn't even bother watching. Nothing. Not even a hello or anything. You know who you are. I will be back tomorrow night to wave my wand. Until then, if you have been, Thanks very much for watching.